On May 3rd, 1621, at 61 years of age, Francis Bacon pled guilty to 23 counts of corruption, which were leveled against him by his lifelong enemy, Sir Edward Coke. Many of the Lords in Parliament couldn't believe the admission and sent a committee to inquire about its veracity. To the Lords, Bacon's response was, "My lords, it is my act, my hand, and my heart. I beseech your lordships to be merciful to a broken reed." He also wrote the following to the first Duke of Buckingham, George Villiers. "My mind is calm, for my fortune is not my felicity. I know I have clean hands and a clean heart, and I hope a clean house for friends or servants. But Job himself, or whoever the justest judge, by such hunting for matters against him as hath been used against me, may for a time seem foul, especially in a time when greatness is the mark and accusation is the game." He was punished with a £40,000 fine, or about $15 million in today's buying power. He was also sentenced to England's notorious Tower of London at the King's pleasure, which was only a few days. Most ruinous to him, though, was being deemed incapable of holding future office or sitting in the Parliament, a place where bribery and gifts were accepted practices in those days. He narrowly escaped being stripped of all his titles of nobility, and for the next 4 years until his passing, he devoted his time to study and writing. The true reason for his acknowledgement of guilt is the subject of debate, but some authors speculate that it may have been prompted by his sickness or by a view of through his fame and the greatness of his office, he would be spared harsh punishment. He may have even been blackmailed with a threat to charge him with sodomy. It has long been thought that Francis Bacon wrote many of Shakespeare's works, as only a literary person with extensive knowledge of the king's court's functions could have written them. Francis Bacon's legacy is his methodology in detailing observations in nature called empiricism, the theory that all knowledge is derived from sense experience, stimulated by the rise of experimental science it developed in the 17th and 18th centuries. Francis Bacon led the advancement of both natural philosophy and the scientific method, and his works remained influential even to the late stages of the scientific revolution.